What up, boxing world? It's your boy LJ. I had to return and talk about that great fight between Errol Spence and Danny Garcia that took place on yesterday, December 5th, at Jerry's World in Dallas, Texas. Man, it was a good fight. But your boy, I called it. I said it. Go check my last video. I said it. Spence was going to win by decision. I called it. However, Spence, he won by a wider margin than I originally predicted. I predicted 7-5 Errol Spence. But man, that jab that Spence had was so accurate. And that's really what separated him, and that's really what separated him from Danny Garcia, and that's really what won him the fight. I mean, that jab was so accurate. It was so crisp. It had so much force behind it that Danny's eye was actually starting to close up. I haven't seen Danny's eye like that in recent memory. I can't recall the last time that his eye looked like that. Now he's been in some battles before, and Danny's face has looked beaten up before, but never did his eye look like that I can recall in recent memory. But kudos to Errol Spence, man. He said that he was 100%, and he showed it last night. He put the boxing world on notice that Errol Spence is back. He said he was calling himself the big fish all night after that victory, and I don't blame him. He has the most belts in the welterweight division. Hats off to Danny. Danny didn't make any excuses. He was just like, Spence was the better man tonight. And I believe that, people like Vasily Lomachenko, Manny Pacquiao, they can learn from the way that Danny Garcia handled his loss yesterday. He didn't make any excuses. There was no unknown shoulder surgery prior to. There was no excuses. He just basically said the better man won tonight. And man, it was just a beautiful sight to see. And I definitely enjoyed it. I had some friends over. Even all of the undercards were entertaining. And I'm gonna tell y'all this: Stephen Fundora at 154 pounds, the man is a problem. 6'6" and throwing with such impact like that. Man, Stephen Fundora is gonna be a problem, people. You hear me? But overall, it was a great card. I really hope that, you guys patronize Errol Spence and Danny Garcia and actually bought the pay-per-view. I hope it does great numbers. It was overall a great night for Errol Spence. And I'm looking forward to his next fight. Of course, we all want to see him fight Terrence Crawford. However, man, I believe that Terrence is sort of shooting himself in the foot when it comes to that. At first, he was saying, he wants that fight to be next. But as of recently, he said he doesn't need that fight. And even after his knockout of Kell Brook on November 14th, he didn't call Errol Spence out, and Errol Spence didn't call him out. Errol Spence specifically said he's just going to spend time on his ranch, enjoy his family, and he said he looks to be back in the summer. I would love to see him fight Terrence Crawford or Manny Pacquiao next. We'll see what the future holds, man. And honestly, I hope Danny Garcia goes back, looks at the tape, and he's gonna have to restart. It's gonna be a setback for a while. He's gonna have to prove himself, beat some tough guys, because with now 3 losses versus the elite in the welterweight division, it's even being questioned on whether or not Danny Garcia is a journeyman in the welterweight division. I don't believe so. I just don't envision somebody with Danny Garcia's talent level being a journeyman. It's possible, and it's happened before. I just think that he has to go back to the drawing board, fix some things. He has to stop waiting the entire fight. Like, he's naturally a counterpuncher, but he has to learn to fight on that front foot instead of just standing flat-footed and hoping to make you miss and counter. Because when you have a lengthier, a more skillful, somebody with just as much IQ as you, it's going to be a very difficult night. It's going to be a very difficult night, just like Errol Spence showed last night. But I'm very interested in to see how he's going to redirect his career at this current place and time, and I'm looking forward to who Errol Spence is going to fight next. Y'all tell me in the comment section below. Tell me your thoughts on the fight. Do you agree with the judges? The judges' scorecards were 116, 112. Two of the judges had it that way, and then the other judge had it 117, 111. Tell me if you agree with the scoring. Tell me who you want to see both guys fight next. And until next time, it's your boy. I'm out.